have no clue what makes a good intro, so I'm just gonna completely disregard it for the foreseeable future. I think that stuff is annoying as hell. I can't think of anything to say to start off what I want to say. I guess I could tell you what I want to say, or what I'm going to say, um, which is what I learned from posting one YouTube video, which was surprisingly a lot, actually. I First off, you should have tags on your videos. I forgot to put tags on my video until like yesterday or this morning. Um, those help out a lot. I think viewership doubled since I've done that, so don't forget your tags. I think you can have like 5 to 10, or maybe it's infinite. I don't know. I just work here, man. You're gonna have to ask somebody else. This is my first day here. This is my second day here. Niches are so overrated. And even if you were to get one, even if you were to pick one, even if you were to stick with one, it's gonna eventually change. So worrying about it is so weird. If you know me, I kind of like the whole self-help, self-development, but for me to add to it, like I am right now, would just be... It's a very flooded niche, but I don't know, who cares? It's so weird to even care about such things. It's funny to me. You might have noticed I'm looking at the camera a bit more, which brings me to my next point, is you should get a duck. I have a cute little duck sitting on top of the camera. I got it from my friend. They have like this gift basket thing. I don't know. I stole a lot of gifts. I have like a handful of them. They told me to take one. But I noticed if I put it right on top of the camera, I'm not talking to the camera, right? I'm talking to the duck, which has eyes and a mouth and is much more human looking than a camera, which is cool. I like it a lot, honestly. It's been helping me quite a bit. I cannot understate it. I can't overstate it. I can't understate it. Physically, I can't understate it because it's so important. I can't overstate it. Another thing I noticed is editing is probably the best part. So to hear anybody complaining about editing videos is weird. I know I've only edited one, right? So I'm sure on the 1000th video, it might get a little boring, but for the meantime, I think that's probably the best part, quite frankly. Don't try. Don't feel like you have to spend 40 hours on a video. I spent, I don't know how long on the last video just looking at pictures. I wasn't sure how edited I wanted it to be. I wasn't sure what I wanted to say. I don't even know what I said anymore. So that shows you how important it is and how good the video was. And I watched quite a few videos, as people typically do when they're just starting off on something, because you want to learn as much as possible as soon as possible without actually doing the work. It's just it's so backwards. But it brought up making a system, so, which I was already kind of working towards. I thought it would be beneficial to have 1 hour blocks for each segment of making a video. Like, what do I want to say? What do I want the background to be? What do I want or how do I want to say it? Whole hour to decide that. You know, my videos are like 5 to 5.5 minutes long, so it's pretty easy. It's not a long list of things that I want to say. And then I have a whole hour to record it, which my last video, I made like 2 full videos saying the exact same thing. The first one just seemed a little, I don't know how to explain it. I think I tried to go a little too hard with it. I don't know, or not hard enough. I don't know. I didn't like it, so I scrapped it. But it was cool because then it's kind of like, that was my first video that was never published, and then I had the second one, and now this is my third. And then the final hour, which might actually eat up the entire block, is editing it. Something I picked up when I used to stream was going to the gym or going on runs really clears your head, because your body kind of shuts down, and then all the blood goes to your head, all the think juice, however you want to say it, all the power goes to your head. And it definitely helps out quite a bit. It kind of chills you out. So I would definitely recommend that. Or If you don't want to go to the gym, you don't want to go outside at all, you could get a pull bar or a dumbbell. Absolutely love my pull-up bar, because every time I leave the room or I finish a video, I just do 5 pull-ups, five chin-ups. It varies between the days, but and then it's like by the end of the day, you've done, who knows, 30, 50? I don't keep track, as opposed to doing 0 chin-ups, 0 pull-ups, 0 curls. You don't even know how many you've done, and it just feels nice. I definitely enjoy that. On Instagram, I came across this video of Rick Rubin talking about his creative process, and he talked about how it was like every project was kind of made with the intent of it being a devotion to God. If you're making it for a higher power, then you're not worried about the viewers, I guess. I don't know. It was a cool perspective to look at it, especially Rick Rubin. I don't know anything about him. I hear he's pretty good at what he does, though. Not that every video has to be a masterpiece, right? But it's cool to kind of have that holy inspiration. But the quote I came across was on Instagram. It's actually Rick Rubin's only post. It's something along the lines of, the risk isn't from making the project. Obviously, I could make this video and never publish it. Nobody would ever see it. There's no risk. The risk is in sharing. You don't need to work up the courage to make the video. You need to work up the courage to hit publish, which, I mean, you just have to push one button, right? So you don't even need that much courage for it, because it's already done. I actually came across a few quotes, not by Rick Rubin, but the other one was Alex Hormozy. He talked about imposter syndrome. What was the quote? It was, just because you don't deserve it doesn't mean you can't get it, or you can't do the work that would eventually lead you to getting the end product, which is so powerful, because the universe always plays both sides, right? It plays for you and against you. It rarely ever gives you what you think you deserve, but it always gives you what you need, or what you're supposed to have, what was meant for you. It's awesome. It is so awesome. So if you can kind of see past the universe, whatever the universe is barring you from, whatever you feel like it's keeping you from, you kind of destroy that sense of failure, then you're either learning or you're succeeding. You can literally choose how you react to things, which I know is like mind-blowing, but I don't know. That's why I love like self-development. I know it's 99% of it's so obvious and common sense, but sometimes people need the reminder. I constantly do. It's just cool seeing hearing different ways of thinking of things. I like it a lot. Which brings me to my last point, which is you need reasons why. You need a multitude. I thought I had a lot of them were hollow, and then just today I didn't share the video. Let's bring it back. I made a Discord for when I used to stream, and I had a few fans, here or there. We were dabbling. I didn't post the video in there, but a few of them found it and then were messaging me about it, and I thought that was like inspiring. It was nice. It was nice seeing people excited that I was making videos. I was very appreciative of them. Which, if you have 3 people that you have never met and they want to watch your videos, like, how much motivation do you need? How much would it require you to want to make a video? I have no reason. I have no excuses to not. So, that's very cool. I like them a lot. It's very cool. Anyways, it's a lot less stressful than streaming, I gotta say. Streaming was like an everyday or whenever you can thing. Especially when you don't have a schedule, like, and you can't stick to it. Horrible. But yeah, with that, what's equally horrible to intros is outros. I'm gonna see you next week.